We're there. Batteries are charged. So this is the public forum section of our agenda. Is there anyone in the audience that wishes to provide some suggestions or recommendations for council to hear? There being none, I'll wait until council convenes.
Good evening and welcome to the council meeting of the town of Newmarket on Monday, October the 3rd, 2016. All members are present with the exception of Councillors Bizance, Kerwin and Twinney. Mayor Van Bynen is presiding.
Thank you, Mr. Clerk. There are no matters of public notice and there are no additions or corrections to the agenda. Are there any declarations of pecuniary interest? There being none, we'll go on to presentations and recognitions, of which there are none, and also to deputations, of which there are none. First item then is the approval of council minutes of September the 12th. The minutes are before you. Are there any corrections required for the minutes?
I'll move the minutes.
Councillor Hempin, seconded by Councillor Vague. All those in favor? And we need to vote on the next item is the council closed minutes of September the 12th. Could I have a motion, please, that the council closed session minutes of September 12th be approved? Councillor Broom, Regional Councillor. All those in favor? And that is carried. So item number one, and there was only one item at the council closed session, and that was with respect to the solicitor-client legal advice relative to the parkland dedication bylaw. And the outcome of that was that council adopted the parkland dedication bylaw at the September 12th meeting and requested that staff prepare an information report to council within the next 6 months, which considers whether language that may be added to the bylaw which could restrict the provisions of the 25% cap to only those applicants who have not challenged the town at the Ontario Municipal Board. So that activity will be part of our outstanding matters, and the report will come back to us at that time. Reports by regional representatives. Regional Councillor.
Thanks very much. One thing I thought I'd share with everyone is there's a recent special meeting of the GTHA, the Greater Toronto Hamilton Area Mayors and Chairs. Mayor Van Bynen was not able to attend as he was at the Association of Municipalities of Ontario representing York Region. And I attended on his behalf. At that meeting, it was an interesting meeting. There was probably 20 or more mayors or deputy mayors, et cetera, from around the GTA, and they were discussing, amongst other things, the updates and the growth plan, and was probably the focus of the discussion largely. There was also some that people were touching on Oak Ridges Moraine and Greenbelt Act, and also even on the OMB reform. But the bulk of it was focused on the growth plan discussion. There's, I think, the best way I could probably summarize it is to say that there's a fairly unanimous voice, a strong unanimous voice from the group and beyond that group even, amongst municipal planners, amongst elected officials, and even the development industry, with concerns that the approach the province is taking, well, the majority, if not all, support the overall goals of intensification and transit-supported, transit-oriented development. There's some concerns that the approach with the target of 60% intensification inside the built boundary and 80 persons per hectare in new development areas is ambitious, but more importantly, I think, is that it's really a one-size-fits-all approach, and that it can probably cause some unusual results or effects. And you even think about it, if you think of Newmarket as an example, where essentially our built boundary is Newmarket, and so for us to hit some of these targets would be vastly easier than some communities that have large swaths, let's say, of undeveloped land or white belt lands, et cetera. So that's just a quick example, but there's many other complications. I think the overall gist of the conversation was that the province needs to revisit the formula a little bit to see how it's done, or to revisit the numbers, but most importantly to allow more autonomy for the municipalities in the process of achieving the overall goals of the province. And so the province is listening, and Hazel McCallion was in the chair at this meeting, and that was quite something, to be frank, to see somebody who's 95 years old speak as conversantly and in as much detail or greater than anyone else there. It was very impressive, to say the least. But it was a long meeting, but it was a good meeting. I think there was a united voice, but more importantly, it was some very clear direction that everybody was suggesting the province look at it. I think there will hopefully be some reasonable further dialogue and some refinements to that update of the growth plan as we go forward.
Thank you. I also attended, as the Regional Council mentioned, the AMO Board of Directors, and we'll be circulating a summary of the items that were discussed at the AMO meeting. And if any members of council have any questions, I'd be happy to clarify any issues that you might have. So that should be circulated within the next day or so as well. Good. Reports of committees and staff. First item then is the Committee of the Whole, the minutes of September 26th. Are there any items at this meeting that anyone would like to deal with separately? Okay, there being none then, could I have a motion to adopt the recommendations of the committee? So moved. Councillor Hempin, Councillor Broom, all those in favor? Thank you. Next item then is the Committee of the Whole closed session. Could I have a motion, please, that the Committee of the Whole closed session minutes of September 26th be approved? I'll look to the right. Regional Councillor, Councillor Vague. All those in favor? And that is carried. There were two items on the agenda for the Committee of the Whole of September 26th. The first item was personal matters about identifiable individuals regarding the Canada 150 community leaders. And the matter of the Canada 150 community leaders was deferred until the October 18th, 2016 Committee of the Whole's closed session meeting. The second item was a joint report from our legal services, our development and infrastructure services, and community services regarding the proposed or pending acquisition or disposition of land by the municipality in Ward 5. Could I have a motion, please, to adopt the recommendations of Report 2016-11 regarding the potential land disposition, that it be received, and that staff proceed as directed? Councillor Vague, Councillor Broom. All those in favor? And that carries. Next item then is the Development and Infrastructure Services Report, Planning and Building Services 2006-41, and that is additional information with respect to the growth plan density comments. I think that relates to the discussions that you had earlier, Regional Councillor. Could I? Okay, moved by the Regional Councillor, seconded by Councillor Vague. All those in favor? And that is carried. Next item is the next item is the resolution with respect to the template for the FIT rules version 5.0. This is a standard resolution that Council has been adopting, and it expires every year, so this is up for renewal. Can I have a motion with respect to the resolution?
So moved.
Regional Councillor, seconded by Councillor Broom. Any discussion? All those in favor? And that is carried. Bylaws. Bylaw 2006-49. Can I have a motion with respect to this? Is well, I'll let the clerk read the bylaw.
Yes, Mr. Mayor, this is a bylaw to amend the parking bylaw, and it relates to Grace Street.
Can I have a motion with respect to this bylaw, please? Councillor Vague, Councillor Hempin. Any discussion? All those in favor? Any opposed? And that is carried. Are there any notices of motion? Being none, are there any motions? Being none, we'll go with community announcements. I'll start with the Regional Councillor and Deputy Mayor.
Thank you very much. A few announcements quickly to share with everybody. The town of Newmarket, in partnership with the Lake Simcoe Region Conservation Authority, is working on a stormwater improvement project at the Ray Twinney Recreation Complex. So there's a public open house scheduled for Tuesday, October the 11th, from 6 to 8 p.m. here at municipal offices at 395 Mulock. So this stormwater improvement project will use innovative solutions to manage and treat stormwater in the area. The aim is to reduce downstream flooding and pollutants and chemicals from going into the Western Creek. Also included is replacement of the asphalt parking lot at the Ray Twinney Rec Complex. Also, I just want to share with everybody and just remind everybody, in Ward 5 residents, that tomorrow there is a Meet the Candidate open house and question period for all candidates in the Ward 5 election. It is at the Newmarket Theatre. The Q&A begins at 7:30. There's a drop-in where you can talk to all of the candidates there in advance, starting at 6 o'clock. So that's at the Newmarket Theatre, and that's on Mulock Drive, attached to the Newmarket High School. And 6 o'clock open house at 7:30. A Q&A begins, and again, to any residents that are interested, but certainly to the residents of Ward 5, this is a good opportunity to learn about and meet the candidates that are running in this by-election. Thank you.
Thank you. Councillor Bay.
Thank you. Tomorrow night, Tuesday night, October 4th, we have the Ward 1 Community Drop-In at the Magna Centre. This is a monthly drop-in that I hold for Ward 1 residents. It starts at 7 p.m. and finishes about 9 p.m. So I invite all Ward 1 residents to come by to say hello, share your suggestions on how to make our ward and our town even better than it already is. If you'd like more information about what we're doing at the drop-in, or just to contact me with any concerns you may have, you can phone me at 905-895-7095 or contact me by email at tomvegh, Tomvegh, @gmail.com. Thank you.
Thank you. Councillor Broome.
Thank you. A public information center is being held regarding the municipal class environmental assessment study initiated by the town of Newmarket to develop a stormwater management strategy to address flooding concerns in the Wayne Avenue area. Members of the public are invited to drop into the open house on October 12th from 6 to 8 p.m. in council chambers at 395 Mulock Drive. The PIC will present the purpose of the scope of the study, confirm the project need, describe study conditions, and review alternative solutions. A second PIC planned for the winter of 2017 will present the recommended flooding mitigation strategy. For further information, contact the town at 905-953-5300, extension 2506.
Thank you. Councillor Hempin.
Thank you. A Committee of the Whole public planning session is scheduled for Tuesday, October 18th at 7 p.m. in Council Chambers, which is at 395 Mulock Drive. An application has been made for a zoning bylaw amendment for the lands municipally known as 507 Mulock Drive. The net effect of this application is to permit a two-story mixed-use medical office, including in medical offices, laboratories, medical clinic, and retail uses. The applicant proposes to amend the existing mixed employment zone to permit the medical clinic, laboratory, and retail uses. Again, that's on October 18th, 7 p.m. here at 395 Mulock.
Thank you. We are taking our budget engagement to a one step further. So join the town of Newmarket on Wednesday, October the 5th, from 6 to 8 p.m. at the newly renovated Old Town Hall at 460 Bodford Street, and work with other community members to help us with our 2017 budget. Space is limited, so please reserve your spot by calling Kate Porretta at 905-953-5300, extension 2046. For more information, visit newmarket.ca//2017 budget. Please be advised also that the Town of Newmarket municipal offices at 395 Mulock Drive will be closed on Thanksgiving Day, Monday, October the 10th. Also, if anyone has anything that they wish to discuss with me, I will be at Mayor in the Square at the Farmers Market on Saturday, October 22nd, from 10 a.m. until noon. And the next council meeting is on Monday, October 24th at 7 p.m. Is there any new business items? Regional Councillor?
Not new business, but I think this is maybe an opportune time to just explain to anybody that's watching and the viewers or people in the audience that this council meeting is the second time this council is voting on all items on the agenda. And so we would have met previously and voted on and had a debate on this agenda already. And that would have been at Committee of the Whole 1 week ago on Monday, which lasted approximately 3 hours long and involved a considerable amount of debate on many topics. So in case there's anybody tuning in that's not used to the process and sees that what is clearly a very quick meeting, it's partially because and mostly because we've already had a meeting on these exact topics and explored them at an in-depth level. Thank you.
And also, the Committee of the Whole meetings are streamed as well, and if you go to the town website, if there's any topic that anyone has an interest in, they could see how the discussion and the debate went forward at the Committee of the Whole, so that's some additional information as well. Any other new business items? There's no need for us to have a closed session, and so the only other item is the confirmatory bylaw. Councillor Bay? Councillor Broom? All those in favor? And no addendums, motion to adjourn. Councillor Hampton, Regional Councillor, all those in favor? That is carried.